Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. First episode 2014, special note there. And we're going to be continue on with level 3-5 in adventure mode, so here we go. Here we go. Totally fitting with the laughing zombie in the background. And please do not spoil what we're... Actually, no. It wasn't really spoiling anything since it didn't show much, but here we go. Funny thing about the zombie process, sometimes it makes them come out real little. Real little and real mean! Defend your shins! Yeah, because if I don't have my shins, I can't go on any shindigs. Okay, so here it is. It's a very self-explanatory minigame. Well, actually, this is a minigame, yeah. So this is actually a minigame we'll be playing later on, but first of all, we're going to... Wait a second, what? What the... Okay, so here's the thing about the rake. The rake kills the first zombies, so that means that whenever you see the rake in your in a level, then you know that that's where the first zombie is gonna appear. But for some reason, like this zombie, the zombie right here appeared first before one right there. So loophole, I suppose. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. So in this minigame, they're not really gonna give you many variety of plants. They're really all they're gonna give you is pea shooters, lily pads, and cherry bombs. I mean, it's all you need against these guys, but still. Nonetheless, it's not really, a big step up over the plants we could be using, but oh well. So as you get the lily pads, just go ahead and plant them out on the water. Doesn't really matter because the only thing you're gonna need is plants that could be planting on lily pads. Oh yeah, they're also gonna give you walnuts, by the way. Duh, forgot to mention that. And so yeah, pretty much all there is to it. Okay, so another thing I'd like to mention is that I'd like to apologize for the last episode of this LP. Now, trust me, this one's probably not going to be much better, but still, nonetheless, I still feel the need to apologize, because even though I got, fairly positive responses to the episode, I honestly don't feel like it was a good episode myself, and I know that, if the person who made it doesn't feel it's that good, then chances are there will be other people out there who agree with me on that. So I just like to apologize, and I should not have been, I don't know what was up with me that day, but I certainly should not have been recording, that's for sure. Because I guess, I just kind of, it's just one of those things where I just record it just to get it done, But it's different when I do it here because, I actually want to, be recording, so, that's a whole different story. Well, actually, maybe it wasn't that I didn't want to record, maybe it was that I wasn't in the condition to record. That sounds like the more likely reason. And we seriously need a lily pad. Seriously need a lily pad. Lily pad would be really nice, because we can't deal with these guys if we don't have walnut. I mean, we can't plant walnuts. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god, seriously? Okay, fine. Have it your way, game. I'll let you freaking force me to put my walnuts. I don't know, okay? I'm having, one of those OCD moments, I suppose. Which is kind of weird, because the only friend of mine I know who kind of sort of has OCD is YoshiFan2012. But he actually... he's been denied lately. I don't know why. He actually did say he does have it, a couple years ago, but I guess that's not, maybe it's not true or something like that. I don't know, okay? Honestly, half the time I don't know what kind of crap I'm saying, so, I don't know, just go with it, I suppose. Okay, so, we're going to make use of these cherry bombs and actually kill these football players, because these football players can be a huge problem when you're doing levels like this. And, but one thing you should keep in mind is that when you're doing a level, when you're playing through this level, since zombies are smaller, they walk faster. But of course, that means they take up less space, so you really don't... The fact is that they probably go just as fast as they would if they were walking. I mean, if they were regular-sized zombies, so, that's one thing to note. But, you know what? For most part, this minigame's actually pretty easy, and we will be playing this again once we take on the, the minigame mode of this game after we complete adventure mode, but that's for another day, another time, another place. For the time being, let's get back to killing these zombies, shall we? And I think that these cherry bombs will actually finish. Yep, they will. Yep. Oh, geez, I'm talking like, Ducky from Land Before Time. Anyways, here we go. Jalapenos! Or more like jalapenuses, as people like to call them. Destroys an entire lane of zombies. Yes, that's pretty much what they are. They're basically like a separate version of cherry bombs that destroys entire lanes instead of, just a group of zombies in a big mass. And oh boy. I do not like the look of this. This, my friends, is a Zomboni. And let me tell you, the best way to deal with these guys is with jalapenos. So we're going to get, shall we say, get the heavy artillery out this episode. I mean, not this episode, but this level. But I think for the most part, we can just rely on three-peaters. Should we get walnuts? I don't really know if we should or not. Kind of unsure about this, you know, just like I usually am. Like, I'm always unsure about things. So let's, crap. What should I do? I don't know what to do. Actually, should we go with the three-peater setup? Because it worked last time, but the problem is that I was really distracted because my commentary is not good. So let's go with, let's go with three-peaters instead. Alright. In that case, let's, okay. So we got all these things. These will be very useful, all these. But then again, we don't really have any conehead zombies that have ducky tubes. So should we just assume that we don't really need much protection on the water? Yeah, let's go with this. I think we'll be fine with this. And so that rake is automatically gonna take care of the first zombie. So I think with, as long as you have the rake, I don't really think you need potato mines anymore. But that's just me. I could always be wrong on that. You know, trust me on that. Okay. So let's get our sunflowers out as usual, as per usual. Because you can't really have any sort of daylight level if you're without sunflowers. You just can't. Sunflowers are definitely a saint in this game, I should say. And they're also saint when it comes to the credits of this game, which I have not shown yet, so we need to not talk about that yet. Because we're not going to be able to see it for at least, like, I don't know, 10 or so episodes, or however long it takes me to get that far. And we're going to, for now, take care of this zombie right here with the squash, because since we're still developing our sunflowers, we don't really have the time yet to put out the repeaters. At least not the sun, I should say. The sun production, so to speak. But we should fairly soon, so I think, yeah, let's get our repeaters out as soon as we possibly can, because this guy's gonna be a problem if we don't. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned, actually, you know what, I should not, you know, even possibly risk repeating stuff, because I am not, shall we say, a repeater when it comes to that stuff. At least I try not to be. I mean, sometimes I am, but don't judge me, okay? Okay. I'm just being dumb. But you guys know me. You know how dumb I can be sometimes, really. I mean, you stuck around for a long... Well, some of you haven't been around for a long time, so you can definitely tell me how dumb I am sometimes. Whoopsie, didn't mean to pause there. Okay. So yeah, I forgot to ask yesterday, how was your guys' Christmas? And for that matter, how was your New Year? Yeah, it was pretty cool for me. I'd like to, yeah, actually, if you guys want to, you can actually share what you did over the winter break. I would love to hear, because, you know, because since it's a new year, I honestly feel like I should be getting my, you know, audience. This would be a good year to get my audience more involved in my videos, because maybe that's the reason why, you know, I'm not that popular, because I don't let my, you know, audience get in with this stuff. I'm not saying that I'm gonna start taking requests or anything. That's the only thing I will never do, because, you know, if I don't do that, I'm just not gonna be the same LPer that I always wanted to be. You know, so with that, I can't. That's the one thing I'm not gonna do is, you know, take requests, because, you know, for those of you who don't know, it clearly says on my channel I do not take requests. So like, if you go to the About section, one of the first things that's written there is that I do not take requests. So, you know, I understand that, you know, not everyone's gonna see that. You know, I totally understand that, but still, that's one of the guidelines for my channel, is that I do not take requests. You know, I might have done that sometimes in the past, but, you know, I try to stay away from that, because, you know, if I only do the games people want me to do, then I'm not gonna be the same person that I always want, the same LPer I wanted to be. You know, that's just, I'm sorry to tell you guys that, but that's just a simple fact. And, I think this, yeah. So once we get rid of the zombie, then we'll get the first wave. Alright. And, oh boy. It's already getting to that time of the episode where my throat started to hurt. Bleh. Probably would help if I actually had brought something to drink with me every now and then. You know, I don't know, or something. Okay, so, huge wave of zombies approaching. Alright. I suppose one thing I can mention is that, well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to mention that in this video, because I was actually about to mention, you know, one of the things I'd like to not see from in the comment section of my videos anymore this year. But I'm going to save that for a separate video, because, you know, I don't think my LPs are the best time to mention that. You know, when I'm trying to commentate over a game where a lot of stuff is going on, so I have to have my full concentration on the game. And these are Zombonis. These guys are very, very annoying. They take a lot of hits since they're on machinery. And so, what happens is, you can actually take care of them instantly with a cherry bomb. But still, no matter how far they go, they will leave a trail of ice behind them. And the problem with this trail of ice is that you cannot plant on it. And so what you do is you take a jalapeno, and you can destroy that ice instantly, like so. And that's what jalapeno looks like. It basically destroys an entire lane of zombies. And it's probably the best weapon against the Zombonis. It destroys them instantly and gets rid of all the ice that they left behind. So, that's definitely one of the huge advantages of having jalapenos in levels where you know you're going to have Zombonis. So, if you ever come across a level where you're going to have Zombonis, be sure to pick jalapenos, because they're going to be really, really important to you in that level. At least if you're... That is, if the offensive plants you currently have out are not going to take care of it alone, which chances are they won't, because those things take a lot of hits, given that it's a piece of machinery, so it only makes sense that, you know, having jalapeno would be extremely important in those levels. And we're going to use some kelp and... Yeah, for now, until I get reappears established on these lily pads, we're going to have to rely on the, you know, on the emergency plants in order to get rid of these guys, because... But like I said, you don't really have to... The good thing about Zombonis is that they do not, you know, trail in your water, so you only have to worry about them in these outer rows, which is not going to be a problem at all, because you can just take care of them instantly with jalapenos. Even though jalapenos are a bit expensive, but they're worth it. You know, for what they're worth, I suppose. But I think with 2 rows of reappears, we should be good to go, I think. I hope. I certainly hope we are, because if we're not, then I'm going to be, like, really angry. But anyways, I digress. Okay, is that the new word I'm going to keep on saying over and over again, is I digress? Because, oh my god, it seems like every single LP, like every LP, no matter what game it is, or what mood I am during that time of the year, I always have some word or some phrase that I always use over and over again. Like sometimes, like in the past it's been, oh my god, and now it's like, I digress. You know, there's just always something, like always something that, some word or phrase I'm going to reuse over and over again in that LP or whatever LPs I'm doing at the time. That's just literally how it goes, I suppose. You know, I don't know, there could be ones from like my LPs back in 2011, like probably pretty stupid ones at that, because I honestly was not good at commenting in 2011, I can definitely tell you that. If you don't believe me, just go back and watch my DK64 LP. But there we go, we just completed that level, and we got the spikeweed, pops tires, and hurts zombies that step on. This is also a very useful plant that I would recommend bringing with you when you know you're going to have Zombonis. So these 2 plants right here, definitely want these. If you ever see Zombonis right here, definitely want these. But first of all, let's get our essentials out. So first of all, sunflowers, lily pads. Those are essentials. We're also going to want... Yeah, let's get reappears again. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oi, oi. Okay, let's get squash, jalapenos, spikeweed. And let's see, what else are we gonna need? Let's have a row of snow peas and a row of reappears. That'd be good. I mean, sorry, columns. Jeez. And it looks like the crap. Should I go back to crazy? No, let's not do that. Let's not waste more time I've already wasted. Let's actually just continue on with this. Whatever. It's too late, man. You already started this. Now you gotta finish it. As certain people would say in certain situations, I'm not going to go into detail about. There you are, you slippery little booger. You. What the hell was I saying there? Did I say slippery booger? That's not even funny at all. That's just that. Worse, it sounds weird, if anything. But let's actually get our squash out. Take care of this guy instantly. Stop pausing the game, dude. Dude, seriously. Oh, bye. There I go with repeating my habits. Again with the stupid puns, really. The bad puns do not belong to you. They belongeth to Chuggeth Conith Arroy. Oh god, I'm being stupid already. I seriously am. I mean, I guess it's better than being dull. I'll definitely say that. Like, I'd rather have like an episode where I'm being really stupid in the commentary rather than, you know, me being dull and boring and bland, all because I'm, you know, because I'm being, you know, like fatigued and all. Yeah. All right. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Snoopy can actually take care of this guy just fine since he's going really slow. So let's actually start with the column of Snopies. That'd probably be our best bet, especially since they're cheaper than, you know, repeaters. Alright, come on, come on. That. Alright, there we go. Oh boy, 3 flags? Are you serious? Oh wow. It's probably not gonna be fun, but oh well. I guess I can't really complain too much. I mean, three flags are not really that bad, but I think it's actually the most you'll see in the adventure mode levels. But as for mini games and puzzles and stuff like that, there will be levels where you have maybe like 4, 5, or 6 flags for that matter. So, actually, for the heck of it, there's actually one where there's a limitless supply of flags and zombies, but I'm not going to go into that just yet because we're not there yet. Okay. Alright, so let's continue on with this. Ugh. Why is my nose itching today? I don't know why it does. Like, it just always randomly itches at certain parts of the day. Like, could someone, like, go into the comments and, like, tell me why noses do that sometimes? Because I'd really like to know that. I know this is a totally random thing to ask my audience, but I really like to know that. I seriously would. Oh my god. I can't believe you guys actually put up with this every single day. I don't know why people actually put up with me every day, but they just do. And to be honest, I'm actually one of those people who you don't like to talk to too many people because, like, especially my closest friends, because I'm always like, I'm one of those people who have like this like weird version of social anxiety where they think that, you know, they're like really annoying or something like that if they talk to people too much. Like, does anybody else feel that? Like, if you have a really good friend but you don't want to screw up your friendship with them because you think that if you talk to them too much, you'll be like really annoying. Like, does anybody else get that feeling? Because I seriously do all the time. You know, it'd be really cool if somebody can actually, you know, let me know in the comments and relate to that, because seriously, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people out there who can relate to me on that. Definitely for sure. Alright, so I'll show you guys spike weeds in a moment. Spike weeds are actually useful, not just in levels where you have zombonis too. You can actually find all sorts of uses for them in other levels, but for now, let's get our repeaters established first. You know, since they cause so much sun, for that matter. And actually, I think this will be the next row that needs it because of this guy. Actually, I think a Snoopy could actually take care of a Conehead just fine, I think. If I'm not mistaken. You know, for some reason, whenever I say Conehead, I keep, you know, pronouncing like Conan. Which is actually the name of my cross-country and track coach from high school. Not even kidding. Like, that's actually his name. Well, at least the name that he wants people to call him. Because he's actually... Okay, I'm not going to say his real name, but... That's what he wants everyone to refer to him as, because he doesn't like his, you know, his first name for some reason. I don't know why. And whenever someone refers to him as his real name, he literally gets angry. Like, not even kidding. Like, he's one of those teachers that prefer to be called a certain name, or else they'll be, you know, it's like disrespectful, I suppose, or something like that. And so, you know, honestly, I honestly don't know. And the funny thing is that he's actually, I think the reason why he wants to be called Conan is because he's actually a librarian at school, so he refers to himself as Conan the Librarian. Get it? Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Librarian. Yeah, it's just, that's the kind of stuff I grew up with, guys. I mean, or at least the stuff I went to high school with. Of course, not really that big a deal compared to... Okay, so this is the spikeweed. Spikeweeds instantly destroy zombonis as they, you know, come across your yard. But on top of that, they will also damage zombies that walk over them. And I don't know how much damage they do to zombies, but using them in unison with Snopies can be really, really useful, because look at this. They're taking double damage because they're standing on spikeweed, which is damaging them just like regular peas, and also they're being frozen so that they take more damage because they spend longer on the spikeweed. If that makes any sense. And half the time, most of the stuff I say doesn't make any sense at all, so... Not gonna deny that probably didn't make any sense what I just said there. think I've mentioned enough things that you guys can actually, you know, say that it doesn't make any sense. I mean, that you guys can, you know, interact with in the comments. And I have to... Crap. Yeah, saying guys, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about the little interruption, guys. Anyways, continuing on with this. Okay, I will admit that this is actually the next day. I'm actually recording this on Friday, and the other half of the episode was recorded yesterday. But anyways, enough about that. Let's actually continue on at this level. Okay, so I have no idea what's going on here, to be honest, because actually just got here from a day of not playing this game, but that's fine. Okay, so anyways, I can't quite remember what I was talking about yesterday, so you guys will have to excuse me if I just completely interrupted a story and I'm not gonna finish it. Well, actually, I will in the next episode if I didn't. And oh, you know what? Oh, dang, I just forgot. Okay, well, actually, more like just remembered. There have actually been you know, shouts I've been forgetting to give because, you know, I promised when I did my 4-year anniversary, November 25th, 2013, that yeah, that I would give shouts to people who actually survived the entire video because it's an hour and 4 minutes long. And trust me, when I release my 5-year anniversary, I won't have to do that because I can guarantee you guys it will be way better than what I did for my 4-year anniversary. I can almost guarantee that because it's not figuratively, it's not gonna be made by me. It's actually gonna be made by the fans. More like, actually, I prefer to say the viewers of my channel. I personally don't like to say fans. You know, that's just me. Alright, so, crap, we got these. Okay, so on a literal term, the LP, you know, the 5-year anniversary special will be made by me, but figuratively it'll be made by you guys because I'm gonna need feedback, complete feedback from you guys in order to make it happen. And still can't, I don't want to go quite into detail about it because the problem with me doing that is because not everyone watches this LP, and you know, when I do announce what my plans for this whole thing, I'd like everyone to see it, so I'm gonna have to release it in a separate video, you know, and it's really important that everyone sees this and everyone gets involved in this because this could be a really great video, you know, and I don't make a lot of great videos, I mean, unless you guys like my LP episodes, and I can, you know, I guess you could count that, but you know, in my opinion, it would be a really great video to make, and it would be a lot of fun too, since you guys would be really involved in. Again, sorry for pausing there. And once again, like I mentioned early on in this episode, because it's the only thing I do remember mentioning, that, you know, jalapenos, or jalapenuses, as a lot of people like to say, are a saint in these levels. Or at least whenever you have a hello, what are you trying to say, dude? Zombonis, yeah. I hate it whenever I have that moment in an episode where I just forget what I'm saying. I have, you know, a short little brain fart, and then I finally do say what is, and I say something after that, and I don't even want to remember what that is because then I'll have another brain fart, and then it'll happen while I'm trying to talk about it. You know, you see what I'm trying to say. All right, well, since I kind of, basically, simply put, I don't want to make this part of the episode long because, you know, since I kind of just came back from a day of, you know, after recording, so, you know, I don't want to screw up too much, so that's why I'm gonna make this the last level we do in this episode. So I apologize if that makes anyone, you know, upset, but, you know, that's okay. There'll always be time for other episodes, you know. And I know a lot of you guys out there like to see longer episodes. Like, there were some people who were telling me that I should continue on making, like, the half-hour long videos, but to be honest, really, who has the time? I know some people, you know, might want to see videos from that. I can understand, but, you know, not everyone, I can't imagine a lot of people having, you know, the time to watch videos like that every day. But that's just me, that's just my opinion. And plus the fact that it would take longer to edit them and, you know, render them and have them ready to be uploaded. I mean, that's the other thing you have to consider. You know, the other thing that's to be considered when, you know, when making videos. And look at this! This is more so actually sort of an upgrade to the P-shers, you could say, in a way. It's Torchwood, and EPs that pass through it turn to firewalls. So what you could do from now on is you get a pea shooter or a three-peater, or a repeater, any kind of plant that shoots peas. And what you do is you plant a bunch of them, and then in front of them, all of them, you plant a torchwood. And basically what happens is, peas that pass through it turn to fire, and they do double damage when they hit the zombies. So that's a nice thing you can do with the torchwood. And you know what? We'll actually try it out in the next episode anyways, okay? So, see you guys in the next episode, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye. And again, sorry about this, random bit of the episode that... You get the idea. Bye.